There are places where the horizon feels infinite, where land and sky meet without interruption, and silence stretches as far as the eye can see. A world where movement once defined life, and where nature still dominates every direction. East Asia lies Mongolia, a vast and sparsely populated land defined by sweeping steppe, deserts, and rugged mountain ranges. From the expansive Gobi Desert to the northern forests and highlands, this is a geography built on extremes and open space. Historically, Mongolia was the heart of one of the largest empires in human history, led by Genghis Khan. From these lands, his empire expanded across continents, connecting distant regions through trade, communication, and conquest, leaving a legacy that still shapes global history. Yet beyond its past lies something less seen, nomadic traditions that continue to this day, where people move with the seasons, following the rhythm of the land across vast open terrain. A land of space, history, and enduring freedom. In a land where a distance defines existence and movement once meant survival, there exists a story shaped by both vast geography and powerful history. A place where the environment is not just a backdrop, but a force that determines how life unfolds. In East Asia lies Mongolia, a nation of immense open landscapes, from the sweeping steppe to the arid Gobi Desert and the rugged Altai Mountains. Its geography creates extremes, harsh winters, hot summers, and vast distances between settlements, shaping a way of life built on adaptation and resilience. Historically, Mongolia was the center of the Mongol Empire in the 13th century, led by Genghis Khan. From this region, one of the largest empires in history expanded across Asia and into Europe, connecting cultures and trade routes on an unprecedented scale. After the empire's decline, the region experienced periods of division and later became closely tied to neighboring powers before establishing itself as an independent nation in the 20th century. Geography has always influenced culture here. Nomadic herding remains central to identity, with communities moving across the land in search of pasture and water, continuing traditions that have existed for centuries. In a land where vast steppe once carried empires across continents, there exists a place where power was not only held, but organized. A city that rose in the center of open wilderness, serving as the heart of one of history's greatest expansions. In central Mongolia lies Karakorum, the former capital of the Mongol Empire, founded in the 13th century under the rule of Genghis Khan and later developed by his successors. Unlike traditional fortified cities, Karakorum stood open within the steppe, reflecting the nomadic roots of the empire it governed. Here, cultures once converged, traders, envoys, and travelers from across Asia and Europe passed through the city, bringing goods, ideas, and influence from distant lands. It became a center not just of power, but of exchange, where the Mongol Empire connected regions on an unprecedented scale. Today, little remains of the original city as time and conflict have reshaped the landscape. But its legacy endures, marking a place where a vast empire was once directed from the heart of the open land. There are figures in history whose influence reshapes entire continents, whose legacy extends far beyond their own time. A presence so powerful that the world itself was altered by their rise. From the vast steppe of Mongolia emerged Genghis Khan, a leader who would go on to create one of the largest empires in human history. Born as Temujin in the 12th century, he rose from a fragmented tribal society to unite the Mongol tribes under a single rule. Through strategy, mobility, and a deep understanding of the land, his forces expanded rapidly across Asia and into Europe, connecting distant regions through conquest and trade routes that would later influence global exchange. But beyond military power, Genghis Khan established systems of communication, law, and governance that helped maintain control over vast territories, laying foundations that would outlast his lifetime. His legacy remains complex, both transformative and controversial, but undeniably central to the history of Eurasia. High in a remote corner where mountains rise in layered silence and borders fade into open wilderness, there exists a lake that feels almost untouched by time. A place where isolation defines the experience and where nature remains vast and uninterrupted. In western Mongolia, within the rugged landscapes of Bayan-Ulgi province, lies Dund Lake, a remote alpine body of water surrounded by mountains and open steppe. Far from major settlements, it exists in a region where nature dominates and human presence remains minimal. Here, the lake reflects the vast sky above, its surface often undisturbed except by wind or passing wildlife. The surrounding terrain shifts between rocky slopes and wide valleys, creating a landscape that feels both expansive and enclosed at the same time. But beyond its scenery, Dund Lake carries a deeper sense of remoteness, a place where distance becomes real and where the silence of the land defines every moment. In a land where deserts stretch into silence and horizons seem to burn under the sun, there exists a place where the earth reveals not just beauty, but deep history. A landscape where color, light, and time come together in a way that feels almost otherworldly. The southern reaches of Mongolia within the vast Gobi Desert lies Bayanzog, often called the Flaming Cliffs for the way its red sandstone formations glow intensely at sunset. Here, the cliffs rise in layered formations, shaped by wind and erosion over millions of years. As sunlight fades, the entire landscape transforms into deep shades of orange and red, creating the illusion that the art itself is on fire. But beyond its striking appearance, Bayanzog holds global significance. It was here that some of the first dinosaur eggs ever discovered were found, revealing a prehistoric world once hidden beneath the desert sands. A place where the past is written in stone and where the desert burns with history. In a landscape where open steppe meets quiet hills, there exists a place defined not by scale, but by stillness. A sanctuary where architecture and nature come together to create a sense of balance and calm. In northern Mongolia lies Amarbayas-Galant Monastery, one of the most important and best-preserved monasteries in the country. Nestled within a broad valley and surrounded by gentle mountains, it stands apart from the vast openness that defines much of Mongolia's landscape. Built in the 18th century, the monastery reflects a blend of Mongolian, Chinese, and Tibetan architectural styles. Its layout is symmetrical and ordered, with temples aligned along a central axis, creating a sense of harmony and intentional design. Here, the atmosphere is quiet and reflective. Wind moves softly through the valley, while the monastery remains a place of spiritual significance, carrying traditions that have endured despite periods of upheaval in the country's history. A place where silence becomes sacred, and where history and spirituality meet. From endless steppe horizons to deserts that hold the memory of ancient worlds, this journey has revealed a land shaped by space, history, and resilience. Places where silence carries meaning and where the past still moves across the landscape. Beyond what is often seen lies another Mongolia, remote valleys, sacred sites, and traditions that continue to follow the rhythm of nature. A world where movement defines life and where connection to the land remains unchanged. These are not just destinations, they are reflections of a country where geography shapes survival and history echoes across open space. And like all hidden wonders, there is always more waiting beyond the horizon.